All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I got a box in the mail, and in that box was these. Now, these are, if you remember, Battle of the Planets, it was with Top Cow first. So they did these. Let's see if we can move it. There we go, right there. They were with Top Cow first. So, because if you look at the back of the cards, it's this series, DynamicForces.com. I already had some of these. Again, there's duplicates. But again, love the Battle of the Planets. And if you look, trying to remember that guy's name that does that art. But again, just figured since I'm trying to complete the other 1970s, I would try to complete this one. I need to look into seeing if I can find the packs of these. I do own the comic book before they got taken over by other people and stuff. And again, as I said, there's duplicates, but with this set, I don't mind. Now, for those of you following along, that's a great picture right there. Great card. Those of you following along with the purge part of it, I just want to let y'all know that today I finished my first big purge. All boxes are done. I may go back again, but I'm trying to now go through my excuse me, my regular books, my graphic novel stuff, things like that, and just kind of thin those down first. So I got all book related stuff out the door that I want to get gone. And then after that, I'm doing toys, cards next and toys. So by the time I'm done, I want to have just a clean sweep of everything. I really like that because that's like right off the animated series. Here come our pal, Seven Zark 7. Now, Seven Zark 7 was created for the American audience. If you know the backstory with it is that Gatchaman, the science ninja team Gatchaman, basically really never had a One Rover 1 or Seven Zark 7. It was thrown in to compensate for some of the cuts and other stuff due to language and violence and everything else that when it come out of being Gatchaman. I prefer the Battle of the Planets. I think it's more of a true Americanized version of it. And Mark, as I said before, he is my favorite of them. But look at that Princess card. That's a great card. And some of the artwork on this is just spectacular when it comes down to just straight, you know. And a lot of this, I think, comes out off the cards or out of the comics. So I hope with all this being said, I can eventually put together this whole set. You know, it's a cool shot, but it also cuts off Commander Anderson there. Jason, he's kind of the character my best friend liked better because he was the race car guy and was a trick shot kind of guy. I always liked Mark because he threw the bird a ring. Spectre. And even in the Japanese one, it was kind of alluded to, I believe, that Spectre was actually went in drag at times, but again, they kind of corrected it in the American by making the one time he seemed to appear as his sister or something like that. So again, I prefer the corrections. I prefer they didn't need to have all the bizarre oddities that I think it made the series much better in America that way. Tiny. It's a character my brother always liked. Now this almost looks like it puts together a puzzle because if you look at Mark, and also the final card is Commander Anderson with his sweet stash. So that's it. Got those in the mail today. Gonna put those in order and then put them with my other stuff right now until I get to the cards so that I can really get into that part. I appreciate all the new subscribers, the likes, thumbs up, comment. Which one did you like better? Battle of Planets or Gatchaman? Which character was your favorite? Like I said, mine's Mark's. Mine's Mark. So what was yours? Let me know in the comments. Have a good one, everybody. Happy Friday.